Hi, it's Alaska Granny. It's important to keep prepping, and I recently put in quite a big order on Amazon. I thought I would share with you the latest items I bought for my prepper pantry and my prepping supply stockpile from Amazon. I ordered some food storage and some gear. The first food storage item I bought was the August Farms pancake mix. It was just over $7, and this is sealed up to last for years. You can see on the label there's 32 servings, just add water, shelf life 10 years. Now this was only about $7, and when I bought it before at Walmart in Alaska, it was $2.50 more than I could buy it on Amazon, so it was a good time to pick it up. For everyday use of pancake mix, I like to have the Krusty's blueberry pancake mix on hand because you just add water. You can store it for quite a few years, but we're always rotating it. The August Farms can be stored away for many years, and you don't have to worry about if you will have food that will last. I also bought more of the Hormel Completes. I got these in 6-pack boxes. I got one that has meatloaf and one that's chicken Alfredo. Now, I was not able to find any of these for a long time here in Alaska, and then when they did come back in stock, they were $2.75 or something, and I was able to get a 6-pack for $11.88. So they were less than $2 each to buy them on Amazon. The reason I like these types of meals is they're easy to just put in your bug out bag, your get home bag, your camping bag, and even just keep them in your pantry for quick meals in a hurry. They're already completely cooked, they have a lot of protein in them, and they're pretty delicious. You can find all different kinds of varieties and flavors. I've liked these, and I like to have a variety of different kinds that include meat. These are already completely cooked. The packages are very sturdy. You can just tear them open and eat them if you don't have a way to heat them up. If it's summertime, heck, you could even just leave it on the dashboard of your car and it'll be heated up in no time. But in an emergency, if you just need a meal and you can't microwave it or something, it doesn't matter. It's going to taste perfectly fine. The Hormel Completes come in these sturdy boxes, 6 to a package, and it's the same variety in each box. So one box had the meatloaf and one box had the chicken Alfredo. We know meat has been in short supply, and I was finally able to find the Keystone ground beef. I've never found the Keystone meats in Alaska, but I've tried them other places when I've traveled. And yes, these are expensive, but meat is also expensive. This is ground beef already cooked and sealed to last for several years. So while it's a little bit more expensive than buying fresh ground beef, there's 14 ounces for about $8.90 something, and I can have this in my pantry for a long, long time. If you choose to can your own meat, you have to remember not only did you have to spend your money on the meat, on the jars, on the equipment, and then the electricity or the gas power that you needed to store that meat into the canning jar. So that makes these seem a little bit more reasonably priced. It's still expensive, but if you don't have a way to can meat yourself, look for options like this, because it's the only kind of actual ground beef that I've ever found that's canned that is pretty darn good. Something I haven't seen in years, but I found it on Amazon, was the Pace Taco Complete. It's a Campbell's product, and it is a taco filling. It's got some mildly spicy sauce. It has some meat in it, a little bit of corn, I think maybe even some beans if I remember correctly. But it's an easy way to make quick tacos because the filling is already complete. And so you could have some taco shells, you could have some corn or flour tortillas. You could even make your own tortillas or serve these with some chips and have like a nacho or a dip type of a meal. Serve it over rice, serve it with macaroni. There's all kinds of ways to use a can of food. It doesn't have to be just the taco. You can serve it all different kind of ways to have a taco flavor with the other foods that you have on hand. These came as a 6-pack for about $14.88, which I thought was pretty good to have a meat type of a meal in the pantry that can last for several years. B&M canned bread. If you haven't ever tried this, you need to. It's a very delicious, dense, brown, rich bread, and it's great. It's already fully cooked in the can. You just open both ends and push it out, and you have a nice, firm loaf of bread. There are all kinds of things that you can use this with to make sandwiches or different kind of meals even if you just top it with baked beans. I made a video about the B&M canned bread, and it's pretty delicious. It's great to have in your pantry, but it can be very hard to find. Sometimes it's almost $6 a can when I find it here in Alaska. So when I was able to get a 12-pack for just about $28, you can bet that I stocked up. It lasts for several years on the shelf, and it's really good. It's dense and it's filling. It's nutritious. So if you want to find a way to store bread in your pantry, in your prepper pantry, in your food storage, check out the B&M canned bread. I always buy the regular one. They do have one that includes raisins, but I just always prefer to buy the one without. I bought a couple of Rubbermaid containers that can sit in my pantry that can hold dry ingredients. It's always good to have a nice, sturdy, airtight container that can hold your basic supplies in your pantry. You can store everything from flour, sugar, oatmeal, whole wheat, cereals, crackers, all kinds of things. You want to store them as airtight as possible for them to last the longest. So I keep adding to mine when I have a few extra dollars and I want to buy containers. These are the ones that I go to, so I just bought 2 more. Something I really need that I didn't have was a USB charger strip. You can plug in all of your USB rechargeable items and you can charge them all at once. This one I liked because it was UL, or the Underwriter Laboratories, approved. It's made in China, but it meets the strict electrical guidelines of the United States, because some of those items you need to make sure you're very careful, because some of them are not safe and they can actually start a fire. So you want to make sure that you're looking for UL approved appliances, power strips, things like that. Make sure that you're protecting yourself and anything that you're plugging in. This plugs into the wall. It has all the different outlets, and then it includes a gauge that you can tell how much power each one has. So you don't have to guess, is it full, is it not full, is it charging, is it not charging? It'll light up and it'll show you the amount of power that's already in there, when it's ready to charge, and then the light will go off. It doesn't stay on all the time. And you can charge all of your things quickly with this power strip. This one is by a company called Slitinto, and it seems to work great. I'm very happy with it so far, and I'm looking forward to charging up all of the different things I have. I have all kinds of different USB rechargeable items. I have flashlights, lanterns, fans. I even have a USB rechargeable shower. So being able to charge your things all at once can really be nice. Not only then can you charge your electronics, but you can charge up all of those gizmos and gadgets that we get for prepping that need to be recharged as well. This is what I'm most excited about: a solar and USB rechargeable bug zapper lantern. And I've been using this for a few days. This actually came ahead of all the other things in my order, and I needed it because the bugs have just been terrible this year in Alaska. I can take this out to granny camp where there isn't any power. I can take it out on the patio. It has a solar charger on top. You can plug it in and recharge it with the USB. It has quite a long cord. And the actual bug zapper, just leaving that on with it fully charged, it lasts like 8 or 10 hours. It easily lasted all night. It lasted all day. You can set it in the sun. You can even take it out if you're camping or something. You can even plug the cord into one of the external battery packs if you didn't get enough sun, or for some reason you need more power. You can see that it has easy little switch on the top. Flip the switch and you can see that the bug light goes off and on, and then there's a lantern. You just push the button. It has full power, it has half power, and it has a flashing power. The more the features you use, the sooner you will deplete the battery pack. But if you can keep it in the sun, it can keep charging. If you put an external battery pack, you can keep using it. But if you're just using, say, the light or just the bug zapper, it goes for hours and hours. And I use it all night with just the bug zapper on, and it really worked great. It is a little startling though if you're sleeping and all of a sudden it hits a big one, bzzz, wakes you up. but it's good to know that it's working. Luckily, we don't have so many bugs that it sounds like frying bacon. I had that experience years ago with a plug-in zapper living at a different location. It was like frying bacon. There were so many bugs on the big bug zapper that it actually got plugged shut, and you had to like blow it out with a hairdryer or something to get all the bugs off so it could keep zapping them. Luckily, I don't have it that bad here. But this one works great for the bugs that I do have because I don't want mosquito bites. I don't like flies around, and this is safe and good. You can see that you can move it around, and the whole thing is enclosed so you can't get zapped on it yourself. It also has a little hanger, and then I've just clipped on the cord so that I know where it is. When you want to plug it in, you open the cover, plug in your cord, and then you can even use it while it's plugged into the wall, and you want to keep it going all the time if you're at home. But it has a great feature of the solar panel, and it's USB rechargeable, so it's very versatile and it works great. Solar Bug Zapper Lantern, and it works good because it's also USB rechargeable. So this has been my favorite thing that I bought on this haul from Amazon. It can be overwhelming shopping on Amazon. There's so many things that we might enjoy having. So you have to pace yourself, plan ahead. What are the things that you really need? And if you think you might have ordered too much, one strategy that I do is I wait until the next day. I go back over the list, and then if it's just too much or I don't really need it, then I delete things, because you can get pretty excited when you're putting things in the cart. Anyway, these are the things that I bought on Amazon for my food storage and my prepping supplies. And if there's something that's new and unusual that you've tried that you think we should know about, leave it in the comments below so we can learn from each other. Keep prepping. The future's uncertain, and we want every day to be as pleasant as possible by providing the things that we need, no matter what the future brings. If you liked my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might enjoy it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.